2-inch height advantage for Campeao, who also has the reach advantage over Kovalev. Maybe that is a surprise to some because Kovalev seems to be a bigger guy when he's been facing other guys. No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the ref can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. And the fight is official after 4 rounds, this scheduled for 10. Let's go now to Joe Antonacci to meet the participants.
Boxing fans, here we go. As main events, Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports and Sampson Boxing present our main event of the evening. Our main event, 10 rounds of action in the light heavyweight division. Main event judges Dick Flaherty, Don Trella, Steve Weisfeld, and our main event referee, Michael Ortega. Boxing fans, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to us tonight from Chelyabinsk, Russia, and weighed in at 175 pounds. Red trunks, white trim. Professional record, 19 victories. No defeats. 1 draw and 16 big knockouts. Please welcome Sergey Kovalev. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Red corner comes to us tonight from Madrid, Spain. He weighed in at 175 pounds, white trunks, red and black trim. Professional record, 21 victories, 4 defeats, 1 draw. Please welcome the former light heavyweight champion of the world, Gabriel Campealo. Our referee, Michael Ortega, has our fighters' final instructions.
Gentlemen, I want a good clean fight. Caballeros, una pelea limpia. Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte a las dos. Touch them up, toca la mano.
10 rounds. Light heavyweights.
We get ready now for the biggest fight of Sergey Kovalev's career. And in his last 7 fights, only 1 time has it gone past the 3rd round. We've seen him here on Fight Night defeat Darnell Boone and Lionel Thompson, making quick work of both men. And Gabriel Campealo coming in here ranked number 3 in the world in the IBF. Kovalev ranked number 8 by the WBC, number 10 by the WBA is underway.
And those names you mentioned, Kenny, are, they're good, solid journeymen, exactly what they are. And Campealo is a proven veteran, a proven guy who's been in with the best in the world. And it's a completely different test in front of Kovalev tonight.
And a southpaw, as you can see, and Campealo, and they were talking about that yesterday at the fighter meeting, Freddie, about trying to get the quality opponents that could spar with Kovalev. Is Kovalev giving Campealo trouble early?
Yeah, we did talk about that, and he understands how to fight a southpaw. He's got a good right hand, and that's what beats in my book, that's what beats southpaws.
And it's interesting to me that Campealo early was moving right into the right hand of Kovalev, moving right into it. And Kovalev reminded him, hey, I can punch.
Especially after Campealo yesterday said he had seen the video. He knows that Kovalev can punch.
Yeah. And Kovalev's doing real good work here. He's landing the punches early. He's a fast starter. We know that. Right. And he's definitely got the attention of Campealo.
Kovalev starting strong. That is the way he does business. Campealo feeling him out.
Campealo looks slow. He looks stiff. And he always takes a couple rounds to get going. But it's Kovalev's job not to let him get going tonight. Doing good damage with those punches.
Nice combinations here by Kovalev.
I'd like to see him in the body a little bit more this early.
To me, it looked like Campealo didn't get very warmed up in the dressing room. He didn't get very loose. He wasn't ready for the type of attack that Kovalev is going to bring because he is not able to counter any of the attacks that Kovalev is mounting.
Kovalev with nice body shots as well.
Yeah, when he came out, he was dry as a bone. He didn't warm up too well. And we talked about him warming up in the dressing room yesterday. That he knows he's in with a quick starter. And the key is to warm up and be ready for him.
Kovalev is moving the former champ all over this ring.
He is, and Kovalev's got to be careful here. He's got to be very, careful not to overextend too much energy here. He's got a seasoned guy in front of him. He's got to pick his shots and be selective with what he lets go, because in the third and the fourth round, Campillo's, if he's still there, it's going to be very tough for Kovalev. And a lot of these Russian guys with the amateur styles, they come over, they fight very well for 3 or 4 rounds. This is a 10-round fight. Campillo is very used to that, and he knows that. So
here in the first, Sergey Kovalev trying to win for the 17th straight time. He has been controlling the tempo over the former world champ Campillo. Gabriel Campillo from Madrid, Spain has traveled the world. We'll hear about it when we come back. And welcome back, Gabriel Campillo. Welcome to his world. From Madrid, Spain, you can see he has traveled almost everywhere, including Argentina for one fight. He's been to 5 countries, from Kazakhstan all over Europe. And then he's made it twice to the U.S. Once he lost his WBA light heavyweight title to Shumanov, and then he lost a chance for the IBF title with Cloud. And now with more on these journeys, let's go to Chris.
Guys, I've been told this has not been the smoothest training camp for Gabriel Campillo. Now, ordinarily, he trains in Southern California. This time he went back to Spain, he says, to be near his daughters. I've been told also this was a rocky camp for Campillo, which culminated with him not getting into the country until Wednesday because of visa issues.
And Campillo here, thanks for that, Chris. He's in the red and white, and the red with the white trim is Sergey Kovalev. It's almost unheard of that at this caliber of fighting that Campillo would make it in here only on Wednesday to fight. Very
unusual. I mean, let's face it, he's still suffering from jet lag. It's a long flight like that. The travel, the altitude, the atmosphere. It's very unusual for a fighter at this caliber to come in that late.
And you see a dominant first round in terms of punches by Kovalev. How did you score that, BJ?
No, it was easy round for Kovalev, 10-9. A dominant round. He actually shook up Campillo a couple times, but you see Campillo coming out far different in the second round. He's bouncing around a little bit and doing some better work.
Freddie, how did you score it?
Same, 10-9, but the thing is, he's starting to get hit with body shots here. I still see the same guy.
Campillo flicks out his jab and seems to have better head movement here in this round, BJ.
Yeah, he's got more bounce in his legs. He's moving around. He's still getting caught a little bit, but, we knew this about Campillo. He's a slow starter, and, still the confusing thing is he's moving into Kovalev's right hand. Fighting, being a southpaw fighter, you never want to do that, but maybe he's got a trick up his sleeve.
Kovalev with good combination.
You can hear those combinations landing. He does have power in both hands.
Oh, they're good punches, but he's used to, Kovalev's used to when he lands those, the guy falling down. True. And now Campillo's walking at him and walking him back a little bit, and it's going to be a very interesting test for Kovalev.
It will be.
And I still expect Kovalev to win the next couple rounds. It's just, can he hold on down the stretch, or can he get Campillo out of there and make it a non-factor? Beautiful combination by Kovalev. Jab to the head, right hand to the body, left hook up top. He's very, very talented. He's got great fundamentals.
BJ, I think that comes from his amateur experience. He's a very, very well-schooled fighter.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to do against a straight-up guy like Campillo is going to walk in. You got to cut the body in half. The head, the body, mix them back and forth, and find offensive openings. Kovalev's doing a good job of that this round. Beautiful counter right hand off the left hand of Campillo.
Even though Campillo is the taller fighter with the reach advantage, it doesn't look that way right now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's all about distance. Kovalev's getting a little bit closer, so it takes his reach advantage away from him. Distance is really something that really doesn't. You can take that away easily by just getting a little bit closer.
Kovalev looking impressive once again here in round 2. Earlier tonight, Curtis Stevens became a middleweight champ. We'll be back live. Stay with us. Welcome back to Fight Night. USS Steve Cunningham and his wife, Livy, who is also his manager. The last time we saw Steve in another great fight. Tough split decision loss to Tomas Adamek back on December 22nd here on Fight Night. And back to live action, round 3. Gabriel Campillo is feeling the pain from Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev trying to put away the world champ here, the former world champ. But Kovalev comes out with his best power punches. And Kovalev has it stunned, and he's down. Sergey Kovalev has Campillo on his knees.
6, 7, 8.
And Kovalev showing the power that he's got. He hit him with a good right hand. Campillo caught him with the left hand. Kovalev immediately followed with a big right hand, and Campillo's in a lot of trouble here.
And Campillo can't come back, or can he, from this?
You know, he's a veteran, so he has a lot of experience. He's got to cover up.
He's down again.
He's in a lot of trouble right now, Kenny, a lot of trouble.
Sergey Kovalev has put the former world champ Campillo down twice early in round 3.
And this is impressive because none of the other champions have been able to hurt Campillo like this. And Kovalev is definitely making a strong statement. There's a lot to like about this guy.
And Kovalev has Campillo back up in the corner again. And he goes down for overtime. That's it. Sergey Kovalev has won for the 17th time in a row. His biggest test to date. And he has knocked down Gabriel Campillo, the former world champ.
Wow.
Putting him down 3 times in the round.
Unbelievable. Great performance. And, you know, Campillo never really gets started. He is a slow starter, but I think the jet lag had a lot to do with it also. And the travel arrangements. You know, you can't come into a big fight like this 3 days before a fight. It's just impossible to perform at that level, at this level.
Freddie, that's the way you predicted it. You said that it would be early and it would be Kovalev.
I did pick him to win the fight. He's a very good fighter. And, you know, a lot of that, my choice was because his amateur experience. He's had a lot of amateur fights, and just that carries over into the big fights.
Twice Campillo had lost controversial fights here in the U.S. No doubt about this one tonight.
Kenny, I didn't pick Kovalev to win. I picked Campillo to win. And the reason I did that is because he seemed like the more seasoned guy. But listen, light heavyweight division, there's a new player. His name is Sergey Kovalev, and he's a very serious threat to any of the top champions. The Crusher, they call him, and we see why they have given him that nickname. Very impressive performance tonight by Kovalev. Shows real power and a light heavyweight division that's looking for its next superstar.
His 20th win, 17 by way of knockouts, and you see the Sergey Kovalev fan club, a growing group it is, since he made his home base now, growing up in Russia, and he's been in Fort Lauderdale training with John David Jackson, and worked with Don Turner, and he's got some great background with these guys, and they all talked about how good he was when he came over here, Freddie. He wasn't the typical European fighter. He had a little more head movement about him. They just had to tweak some things, and of course he's got that great big right hand.
Yes, you know, the power helps a lot, but he's a very good boxer. He sees well, and he has great coaches, and they did a great job.
And Campillo knew that he had a big punch. I don't know if he realized how hard that Kovalev could throw a punch, though, BJ.
No, he definitely did. And here we'll see some of the replays. Kovalev doing a great job setting up that right hand. Campillo got his back to the ropes. He had nowhere to move left or right, and Kovalev did the right thing. He landed a straight punch, the first of a couple knockdowns. Then you see Kovalev again going to the body, going upstairs and downstairs, setting up another clean, precise headshot, putting Campillo in even further more trouble.
And then Campillo finished here the 3rd time going down. And Sergey Kovalev, there's John David, who said back when we talked to him when he defeated Darnell Boone. Boone is the only tie. He has a tie with Boone. That was early in his career. He avenged that with a 2nd round knockout. And John David was talking then, Always Camp, not bragging, but just basically saying, yeah, we got a guy that's going to be a top 10 light heavyweight, and we want him to fight the best. You remember talking to him just after that fight?
Absolutely, and John David Jackson is a guy, when he says something, you need to listen, and I need to jump on the bandwagon because I didn't listen. I thought he might have been in a little over his head tonight with Campillo, and he proved me wrong. Excellent performance.
Well, that's what they wanted to see. They said they wanted to fight one of the top fighters, and they fought the man ranked number 3 by the IBF and former world champ Gabriel Campeillo. Now let's get the official time of the victory for Kovalev and go back to Joe.
Boxing fans, the time, 1 minute and 30 seconds of round number 3. Your referee, Michael Ortega, calls a halt to the contest. Your winner by TKO and the new star of the light heavyweight division, Sergey Kovalev.
Россия, салам.
Hey, here's your hometown right there.
Yeah.
Good job.
At the power punches, Kovalev, wow, 55-4. He was dominating the fight before completely wrapping it up here in the 3rd round. And then the total punches, Kovalev, 227-59. You know what, landed about 4 or 5 big ones that put this away, but I mean, this is about as dominant performance as you would expect in his first big test. And let's go to Chris now.
Sergey, congratulations. It's funny, you told us yesterday that 4 years ago you weren't sure if you had enough power for this light heavyweight division. Do you still feel the same way?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel great, and here just different gloves. This is a secret in my power.
Let's take a look at the video. Show us the knockdown here. Tell us what you see with this knockdown. What were you seeing there? What were you trying to do?
I see just a target. His head and body. Yeah, well, I just see the target.
Here's the final knockout. What are you seeing there? You just throwing and firing away?
I tried to find open target. He is very good defense, and every punch blocked. My every punch he has a blocked, like the elbow and gloves, like very difficult touch him.
He was trying to go to body head to kind of find opening and to land that hard shot because he have a good defense, and he knew it's going to be hard to land the punch. So he was trying to go from the head body, find a opening to land a hard shot. Yeah,
a lot of fans like.
You told us yesterday that you wanted to fight a champion sometime this year. Is there someone out there that you want to fight?
It doesn't matter. I just wanna step up for title fight. Any champion, I'm ready. Cloud and or Hopkins, who will win this fight, or Dawson or Cleverly, like any champion. Yeah, I'm ready because I'm here for be champion, became champion.
Thanks, Sergey.
Thank you very much,
Kenny.